Nice choice, Charlie. Welcome back to Grassroots Radio, Colorado. This is Kris Cook, and we are not losing our religion. No, but we're talking about Christians and non-Christians getting together as conservatives and understanding that we do have a shared space here. We do not have to argue. That does not have to happen. And it does happen. You see a lot of arguments pop up on Facebook and social media this time of year.
You do. And I even saw recently somebody was mocking the whole war on Christmas and basically saying that the Christian right needs to sit down and shut up.
Really?
Yes. And it's just like, no, we don't need to sit down and shut up. We have very valid belief systems. There's no need to mock.
Right. I mean, this is a time of year to celebrate. Even if you don't believe, you're still celebrating the solstice. You're celebrating family. You're celebrating just a wonderful time of year.
Are you saying we Christians aren't just a bunch of superstitious hacks?
I am saying that.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
I think I'm saying that. I'm not sure.
I am one, but I mean, most Christians are not superstitious hacks.
Fair enough.
I just enjoy being one.
Well, I posted on Facebook a couple weekends ago how much I hate the holidays, but I'm coming around. My Christmas spirit is starting to kindle. I got my tree half up. And then my cat keeps knocking it down because I put these birds on there. And...
How do you get a tree half up?
Well, it's up.
So like leaning or?
Well, it was when I came home this afternoon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And there's no ornaments on it. Now I know why I didn't put any ornaments on it, because they would have been everywhere. So anyway, but I'm trying to
all those
regenerate.
Little lights, you should just take the little lights out of them so it's just open sockets, and then your cat will learn pretty quick probably not to climb the tree.
I like my cat.
Look, I'm trying to help here. This is done in Christian love.
That's an extreme of choice reward consequence.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
I think you're right. So talk to me about Christmas. I mean, a lot of folks, Freedom from Religion Foundation, these atheist groups, they put up these billboards this time of year, and they want to ban all Christmas displays. And I saw today that University of Maine has banned Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Well, I'm going to talk about Christmas and why it's important to me.
Okay.
Out of Genesis.
That's the wrong part of the Bible.
Oh, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm going to violate the Bible. Here's why. All right. As we talked about, how God made us different in so many ways. Well, I just want to recite the Genesis 1:31. Okay, it's the last verse in the first chapter, and here's why. You see God creating throughout the chapter, and God created this and looked at it and saw that it was good. God created that and saw that it was good. He created another thing, saw that it was good. Then it says, then God makes man and woman, of course, and he puts us in the middle of all that. And God saw all that he had made, and it was very good.
Okay.
Okay, the word very is actually in Hebrew, it's me'ad. All right, it's like an appendage to the next word. And so suddenly God looks at all that he has made, and it is very good. Now, some people think it's just because he was done. He had put on the last piece, and so, the tree was done, as you're saying.
Right.
The fried cat is up there, and everything is perfect now. So I want to talk about why the very is there. All right?
Okay.
So I want you to imagine, Kris, a young couple, and they've got a couple kids. All right, they've been married for a few years. Their kids are, say, 5 and 6 years old. And this couple is really into Christmas. All right, they love, and so they plan it all year round. They like to get their kids they spoil them a bit, but they want to get them a bunch of gifts. Now, they've got this room in their house that isn't used for anything else. It's down at the end of the hallway, and they keep the door locked because that's where they keep the gifts. And every couple months, they save up and they buy a couple more gifts for the kids. All right. So at the end of February, they buy the first set of gifts, and they take them down and they put them in the room, and they look at those gifts, and those gifts are good. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly good. And at the end of April, they buy a couple more, and they take them down there, and they open the door. The kids don't have a key. Okay.
And they haven't figured out how to pick the lock.
No,
yet.
They have not. And so every 2 months, they put 2 more gifts in there, and they look in the room, and behold, it is good. These gifts are good. And they do it every couple months. And they're getting excited. Come September, October, November, they're even dressing up the room, and putting things at different angles and all this. And they got lights up in there, and it's just going to be this big show for the kids. All right. And on the 24th of December, Christmas Eve, They finally get their kids to sleep using whatever kind of drugs they have to do with kids at that time.
Whiskey,
yes, hard whiskey. And Mom and Dad, and when the kids are asleep, and Mom and Dad, they've put all the gifts in there, and they walk down the hallway together, open the door one last time to peek in. They've already got the lights on. And they look around the room, and it is good. Everything's good. There's not a thing in there that they've already thrown away the receipts. They're not going to return any of this stuff. They know it's good stuff. But the next morning, they open that door, and in run 2 children who grab those gifts. Now what is it?
now it's very good.
Now it's very good. Those children, unlike the gifts, are progressively creative. Those children, unlike the gifts, can do great things with them, or they can destroy those gifts. They can build with their Legos, or they can wreck the gifts and do, or they can destroy, build. They have the same power that my wife has in our marriage. Okay? I love doing this to her. Okay,
Sister, I feel for you. I truly do feel for you.
But do you see, that is why we are the very of creation to God. I don't like the bumper stickers that say the earth does not belong to us, we belong to the earth. Let me tell you something, folks. The earth is a rotating rock in space.
It doesn't own anything.
Doesn't own anything, much less us. We can do great things or we can destroy. We are special. When I think about all the gifts that we give out at this time of year, we give out all these gifts. And a lot of Christians, we give gifts to people in recognition of the gift God gave us. Right, gift of life, obviously the gift of sending his son in a helpless form. And by the way, like rotten kids, we broke him too. All right? But I think about that, but I also think about this. When I'm giving gifts to somebody, I'm saying to them, until I give this gift to you, it's good. But when I give it to you and I see it in your hands, it's very good. You are the very of my day. You're the very of my life. And when I look at these atheist conservatives, I got news for them. I want to give you that gift too, but you don't have to give a gift to me in return because you already have. Because you've given me the greatest gift, which is liberty to be me.
I like that.
Yeah. I love them. I think they're wonderful. And I think on our side we need to start giving the gift a little bit more and giving the attacks a little bit less. When you give the gift to somebody, you're telling them, I want to remind them that they are the very in God's eyes and in my eyes as well.
Wow. That's quite an image. I mean, I've never heard that presented that way before. And that is quite an image that with the kids. And I'm not even sure. Okay, you've rendered me speechless. I'm rambling on, but I'm not sure. What a wonderful thing.
Isn't it wonderful when you give gifts out and then you find out how they enjoyed them? Even if you're a guy and you're like me and you give out gift certificates because you're heartless and all this.
Yeah, you told us how you shop for Christmas.
Yes. Once again, I want to remind all the guys, all you do is go up to those gift card displays, shake it as hard as you can, whatever falls in the ground, that's what people get. But here's the thing. The funnest part is hearing a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later how they used it.
Right.
They went out, they really needed a night out and they went to this restaurant or whatever. Or maybe you got them that, 20-year-old bottle of scotch, something really special, at the office party. You got somebody something special, or you made cookies for the office. It isn't just with family that you're telling them they're the very. It isn't just with kids. It isn't just with parents. It's with your friends at work. It's with your friends at school. And you're letting them know, guess what? You're the very of my day. You are the reason I want to be here.
So the advice then to Christian conservatives is embrace our non-Christian brethren in the conservative movement.
Absolutely. How about telling them thanks for the gift they've given us of liberty?
Right.
You know what they've told us? Because here they are in a society where they are constantly mocked. My gosh, you're in the same party with those people? Well, they're just a bunch of, how can you be, they're just a bunch of fanatics. They're a bunch of nutcases. And here they stick with us. Right. And they say, I'm proud to be with them. They believe in liberty. I believe in liberty.
Bingo.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. And let me tell you something. When I see you, I'm not going to say happy holidays because for me, this isn't a weekend off. I'm going to say Merry Christmas because you're the very. That's what I'm going to say because you mean that much to me.
And coming from a Christian, that is a happy thing.
Yeah.
So understand that is not ever, ever meant as an insult.
No, not at all. And I guess I don't understand why it's become war words.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
It's a bizarre thing.
I don't understand that.
It is a very, very, very bizarre thing.
But while they have given us a great gift in liberty, what else can they give us, honey?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Atheists, if you really want Christians to like you more, give us chocolate. I'm just, I don't mean to judge you if you don't, but I'm judging you if you don't. Okay.
Well, and the radio show hosts, 20-year scotch is very, very good.
There you go.
Stuck
there
on
you
that
go.
Now. Got me stuck on that now. Thank goodness it's Friday. So it's. This has been a very enlightening show for me. I really appreciate you bringing this in.
Thanks.
So this is good.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, because we weren't sure if you would want to go into all of this or if we were on to something. But then, like I said, when I saw those comments on Facebook, I thought, if one person is saying it, there are a lot of people out there who are saying that they're feeling judged.
Right.
And I know that as conservatives, Christian conservatives, that's never our intention. We want to reach people, of course, and share our beliefs, but we wouldn't want them to feel judged. And I think that sometimes we just lose sight of sometimes how our words affect others.
I think you're right. Well, that's a great thing. Where can people find out more about the Party of Choice and see Booing God, see the ad?
Yes.
And
yes, it's all out there on our website, thepartyofchoice.com, and then we're also all over social media. So you can find us on YouTube, Facebook. We're only 2 likes away from 500.
Yay.
We're on Google+, and then we're also on Twitter.
Okay, well, so go like their page on Facebook and check out all the social media, thepartyofchoice.com. Yep. And you guys really have just a lot of amazing material on your website that people can grasp onto. This is the mission of my show, is equipping people to go out and have those conversations, have them in a civil manner, and be persuasive and bringing people to the cause of liberty, understanding what that means. So thank you guys so much for joining me, Cori and Andy Pate of thepartyofchoice.com. I will be back here next Monday. Until then, have a great weekend. And as always, good night, Colorado. Good night, Colorado. Good night.